Hello all, it's a beautiful, cold, and drizzly day. I've suffered a long week, but I'm excited to discuss with you something that's always cured my blues. Murder. Bloody, delicious murder. I'd like to count down with you my top 5 favorite horror films. There will be spoilers ahead in the first edition of... And the first movie that we're going to be talking about on this countdown is the horror classic Alien. Why, pray tell, did I choose Alien over Aliens? Well, I like the isolation factor, like seeing Ripley come into her own, and then there's Bilbo Baggins, who was apparently crazy before the ring ever worked his mind.
It's mine.
Instead of summarizing a film I'm sure everyone's seen, but like if you haven't seen this film, let's be honest, what are you doing with your life? I'm just gonna talk about why this has made my top 5. It's easily the scariest and most disturbing film on the list. We have space, this infinite darkness, and solitude. The passengers are all alone, there's no help coming for them. Anything that happens, they've gotta help themselves, because they've been woken up early, and they're still like months away from home. Let's talk parasites and eggs being laid and Tom York's brother's face. But I'm a creep. The cast is just superb, minus this crazy bitch.
What? And end up like the others? No, you're out of your mind.
And let's talk about Ripley for a little bit. She is smart from the beginning of this movie all the way to the end, but her intelligence only builds. The arc of her character just gets stronger and stronger and stronger in such a way that it's like, this is what I think feminism should look like. There's no political agenda, there's no pandering to the audience, and she saves the cat. I mean, she does a lot to save the cat. She goes way beyond. If that's not like a woman after my own heart, I don't know what is. Through most of this movie, you're kind of thinking, okay, Dallas, he's like our leading male. He's our main character. He's the #1 protagonist. But then Ripley, she just kind of stands out. She steps out of the shadows and she takes control. When everybody else seems to be falling apart, freaking out, and making really negative decisions. And talk about negative decisions. Like, what is this?
Hey, Ripley.
Right here.
We're clean. Let us in.
What happened to Kane?
Something has attached itself to him. We have to get him to the infirmary right away.
What kind of thing? I need a clear definition.
An organism. Open the hatch.
Wait a minute. If we let it in, the ship could be infected. You know the quarantine procedure.
24 hours for decontamination.
He could die in 24 hours. Open the hatch.
Listen to me. If we break quarantine, we could all die.
Look, would you open the goddamn hatch? We have to get him inside.
No.
I can't do that, and if you were in my position, you'd do the same.
Ripley, this is an order. Open that hatch right now. Do you hear me?
Come on, Dallas. What were you thinking? And talk about people losing their shit. Like, oh my gosh, woman, get a grip! At least die with some dignity! And that brings me to all the terrifying deaths in this movie. Now, I currently don't have the director's cut, but there is a scene of Ripley coming across Dallas and, like, killing him with a flamethrower, and that's gotta be one of the most disturbing things that I've ever seen in my whole freaking life. I'm not even gonna get the director's cut because this scene is in it, and I don't want to think about it. Like, you know there's stuff growing inside his body, and that you can tell by his face that he's just... There's something so beyond, and they don't explain exactly what it is, but you just know. The makeup is so good, it's so gruesome. Like, honestly, it's better just to think that he died much earlier. Even with this, there's also this. It's top shelf sci-fi horror, and the technology in the movie still holds up in my opinion. I mean, it doesn't feel dated. And again, we could talk about how good the effects are, but let us not forget. Never forget. Of course, who can talk about Alien without thinking of this scene? just became a lesbian. Ripley could protect me better than any man I've ever met. It has everything that I could personally ever want in a horror movie. Tension, great characters, great script, creates a wonderful atmosphere. It sticks with you, has rewatchability. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've seen this movie, and that is something that I really want in a horror movie, to be able to go back again and again and re-experience all of the same fear and distress that I did the first time that I watched it, and this movie just does a great job of putting me in that place. So let me know what you think of my pick for number 5. Have you seen this movie? If you haven't seen this movie, well, I'm sorry, then you watch this video and the movie is totally ruined for you. What are your thoughts, though? And do you think that Aliens is better than Alien? If so, how come? Why? Like, what are your reasons? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, please follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, because I'll be giving you updates when the next video is coming. That's all for now, and until next time, thank you for watching. Bye!